morning.
Good morning.
Nice outfit. When I get out of here, I'm going on a week-long shopping spree.
Well, aren't you cheery? You don't have just a few jitters about this upcoming competency review?
I'm anxious, yes. Afraid, no. Life is finally starting to go my way.
Will you keep up that positive attitude?
That won't be difficult if things keep moving in the direction they are.
Something specific happened?
I had a very pleasant visit with Eve Lambert.
Eve Lambert, she came to see you?
It went so well, I think I'm ready for an even bigger challenge. Lucy Coe.
Well, she certainly is one of your tougher opponents.
You want me to improve my image. I heard she's back in town. She probably has her hands full with the new baby, but, will you see if she'll come and visit me?
I'll do what I can. But you really need to be focused on this review.
I've never been more ready.
Okay. I have here a list of some questions that they might ask you at the hearing. So let's see how ready you really are.
Nice lettering job. Ever hear of a ruler?
You're just in time. I could use a hand.
Sure you don't want to wait for Joe?
I'm asking you, Frank. You know, I got so excited cleaning Neil's room today, knowing that he'd be home from the hospital to mess it all up again.
Do you have any blue and white streamers in there?
Blue and white doesn't exactly match the banner.
Yankee colors, sweetheart. They go with everything.
Okay. Blue. White. I want everything to be perfect for Neil. Especially since Joe and I decided to tell him about the baby today.
Give the kid a break. His first day home, and you're going to dump that news on him?
Joe felt Neil should be told right away.
Well, if Joe feels that way, then it must be right.
A few years ago, Victor Collins wrote some letters to his son. I need them.
I'll ask Kevin if he remembers.
No, you will not ask Kevin anything, nor Victor. Do you understand? I don't want anyone knowing about those letters. If you tell a soul about what I've told you to do, you stand no chance of ever seeing your son.
What are you
Did you
doing
think
here?
I was...
I just had to come here and clear my head and get some air. What are you doing here?
I was missing you, so I thought I'd take a walk. Never thought it would lead me right to you.
It's beautiful here, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember the last time we were here.
Victor and Mary's wedding. Things sure spun out of control pretty quickly after that, didn't they? Victor, Italy.
Out of all of it, being without you is the worst.
What happened to that sweet, simple path we were on?
We'll get back on it.
You know, we were standing right in this spot when you got your idea for your novel. You were looking at me and something affected you.
Your eyes. I saw sadness and joy all at the same time. Much like right now.
And that inspired you to write a book about a woman in search of her missing son. Strange, isn't it? I'm doing just that now.
Would you say you've been a good girl, Mrs. Ramsey? I eat my bread and water every day, if that's what you mean.
No, it's not what I mean. Would you just answer the question, have you been a good girl?
What happened to what year is it? Or if you have 3 ducks and 2 fly
Wait, is that the kind of question you want? You know, how did a woman with your questionable amount of intelligence ever get her MD?
Listen, I didn't mean...
Well, it certainly wasn't because of your intellectual prowess.
You know, you can stop.
I'll bet your good old daddy, he greased a few palms, didn't he? Isn't that what he did, Julie? Huh? He made it easy for you. And where would you be without him? You'd be nowhere.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to push my buttons. Well,
It's working. Isn't it?
So, do you still think you're ready to face the court-appointed psychiatrist?
Okay, 1 plate of yummy snacks, sandwiches are in the fridge, and I'm off to pick up Neil.
You know, you really outdid yourself. Neil's going to love all this.
Yeah. Especially these.
The choco cream balls I bought you.
I never got a chance to thank you.
Well, you said they were your favorite craving. I didn't know by making a run for them I'd miss out on hearing we were pregnant.
Frank, I wanted to tell you first. I did. And I thought I was, but then Joe popped up from behind the refrigerator door, and I just realized it was too late. I'm sorry.
Hey, Courtney, how do you plan on telling Neil about this baby? I'm worried that it might be confusing for him.
Joe thinks it should be done in private. Maybe at bedtime when it's just the 3 of us.
That's rich. Joe is going to tell my son about my baby, and I'm not even going to be in the room.
Hey, surprise!
Hey, I was just on my way to pick you up. Dad got me out early.
Yeah, pays and knows staff.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, cool banner.
You like it?
Even has the Yankee colors. Nice touch, Dad.
No. Credit goes to your mom. She did all the decorating.
Well, I made the banner, but actually...
You're the best. Race you up to my room.
Oh, I'm sorry, sport. I hurt my back shooting hoops the other day.
Ah, don't be a wuss.
Who are you calling a wuss? Come here.
What happened to your bad back?
Just got better.
Neil was so excited about coming home today.
We all were. And our family just keeps getting bigger. I assume you heard the news.
If you mean, did Joe tell me you were pregnant? Yes.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is for Neil. But for everybody's sake, I hope you're not counting on this pregnancy bringing you and Joe back together.
Mom? You're pregnant? This is awesome. This means you guys are getting married, right?
No, Neil, that's not happening.
You just said you're having a baby. Mom, you said you only make babies with people you love.
This baby was made out of love. It was made out of love for you, honey.
If you and Dad aren't getting married, why are you having a baby?
Okay, you remember how I told you that if the chemo didn't work, we'd try other things?
You said a bone marrow donor could help me.
Right, but that it had to be a perfect match.
Yeah, and finding that perfect match isn't easy. If you had a brother or sister, your chances would be much higher.
You're having a baby for me?
Honey, we may be having this child to help you. We're gonna love this baby with every ounce of our hearts.
You're doing this because I'm dying, aren't you?
No, Neil, we're doing it to make you healthier and stronger.
But it takes 9 months for a baby to be born. What if I don't...
Neil, that is not going to happen.
Well, at least if it does, you and Dad will have another kid.
You're here, and you're going to be here when this child is born, okay?
Yeah, I am counting on you to change diapers and read stories.
Yeah, so let's celebrate. Come on. You coming home and to your new baby brother or sister.
Joe, your dad's right. This is supposed to be a party.
Yeah, after all that hospital food, I bet you're craving some real home-cooked food, huh?
Or we could just skip right to the good stuff. You want one, huh?
Maybe later. I'm gonna go hang out in my room and play Uncle Frank's game on my system.
Okay, sure thing.
Courtney,
You got a big mouth, Karen. Get out.
you were the one that brought up the pregnancy. I just responded to what
Karen
you...
didn't mean for Neil to hear, okay? It was an accident.
Yeah, well, Courtney's right. She should be more careful.
Frank, this is none of your business.
Man, you are so busy trying to juggle 2 women that you don't give a damn how much Neil gets hurt in the process.
Hey, don't tell me about my son,
Why
okay?
don't you just admit it, Joe? You've got too much on your plate and you're choking.
Okay, I'm not going there with you today, all right? Neil needs me. Excuse me.
What exactly was the point of your little attack?
I'm trying to prepare you, Julie. The psychiatrist that examined you before, he's not going to be easy on you.
Dr. Davis, I know.
Well, in his earlier observations, he said that you hallucinated, that you were speaking to your father.
That was a long time ago. I'm not the same person I was then.
Well, he's going to try to prove that you are. And he'll do anything at all to break you.
I can handle it.
Like you just handled me. Here. You ask me a question, and I'm going to answer it the way Julie Devlin, a woman who wants her freedom, would answer it.
If you were set free, what would you say to the people you've hurt?
I'd pray to God for their forgiveness. But I'd understand if they couldn't, because not a week goes by that I don't wish to God that I hadn't hurt those people the way that I did. But that's something that I have to live with, that I have to live with every day for the rest of my life. Do you see the difference?
I'm impressed.
Hey, bad time?
No. No, actually, your timing is fine. I think Julie could use a moment to herself.
So how's it going?
She's distracted. And I think I know why. It's because she wants to go see Lucy Coe.
It's because of Christina.
She doesn't even know Lucy came into town without Christina, Chris. And I'd really like to keep it that way.
Come on, what do I look, stupid?
You know, some of your decisions have been questionable lately. Asking Eve Lambert to move in with you?
She caught her boyfriend cheating on her.
Look, okay, I know you're just trying to help her. I understand that. But this is not the time to be casting any doubts on your marriage with Julie.
Eve and I are just friends. You want me to throw her out on the street?
I'm not telling you what to do. But your wife comes first now. Your new living arrangement could jeopardize her future.
I just can't get over it. How the idea for your novel would mirror my life so closely.
I told you we had a deep connection. You know, it was just a few days after I had the idea that I saw the image of the boy for the first time.
Looking out a window, but you couldn't see his face.
At the time, I thought it came from nowhere. Maybe it wasn't so innocent after all.
Do you think that that image could have been planted in your mind back then?
You know, they may have sparked the idea, but the words and the feelings, especially the words, came from me. She was a woman who knew how to open a door. Not just one door, but all doors. The door to his heart, the door to his soul. The door to where he never thought he'd go.
You make me melt all over again.
No one can control the way I see you. It goes way too deep for anyone to touch. Except you.
What gives these people the right to mess with our emotions?
They won't win.
They have won. And it's my fault.
Why would it be your fault?
This week,
This can't be happening. Junior wouldn't run away.
a missing child.
I'm gonna find Adam and tear his head off.
And one man's to blame.
You are the worst father that ever lived.
Deception has its price.
You're not leaving this house with my daughter.
Now Adam must pay.
You are not Colby's father.
All My Children, ABC Daytime.
It's my fault that David Bordiso is in our lives.
David Bordiso came to Port Charles to find Scott.
But he found me. And that affects you. And whether it's because I ran away from him or he found out that I had his baby, I don't know. The bottom line is, it's because of me that your life is such a mess.
I am where I want to be.
Maybe it's best if you just got as far away from me as possible.
No way, Jose.
Think I'm sexy?
Oh, undeniably.
I'm not gonna win, am I?
No, so why waste what time we have together trying? You know, soon enough, we have to go back and play the failed couple for the rest of the world. And until then, it's just you and me.
How is he?
It's gonna take some time for him to take all this in.
Neil's smart. He knows when something stinks.
You still at it?
You claim to love Karen, but you're making a baby with Courtney.
No one seems to be having a problem with this, Frank, except you.
It doesn't bother you that Joe's having another kid with Courtney?
Hey, this is none of your business. It's between Karen and me, Frank.
One of these days, Karen is going to wake up and realize that Joe Scanlon is a selfish, two-timing jerk who wants everything his own way.
Stop it! All you ever do is fight with my dad. And I hate it. Just leave him alone, okay? Leave my dad alone.
Hey, honey, it's okay. Brothers just argue sometimes.
Well, I don't care. All I know is that when I have a brother or sister, I'll never treat it the way Uncle Frank treats Dad.
That's what makes you such a special kid, Neil. I'm sorry. I will try to learn from you.
It can't be easy to find perfume in a plastic bottle.
So tell me, how'd it go with Rachel today?
Oh, let's just say her coaching techniques are a little rough.
Well, if it gets you sprung out of here, it'll be worth it.
I can already picture my little girl in my arms.
I've decided to ask Eve to move out.
Why?
Because you're my wife. And seeing you freed is my top priority. And Eve will be fine. She'll find another couch to crash on, maybe a nice room at the Port Charles Hotel.
That's the most selfless thing you've ever done for me.
Well.
Well, the second. Delivering Christina's got to be number one. How is she? Have you seen her lately? I bet she just gets more and more adorable every day. Will you get a picture for me? Just a small one that I could keep with me during the competency review. It'll give me hope and courage. I have to see what she looks like.
You will. Okay, you will. Now I have to get back to work, okay?
Thanks again for the perfume.
You bet.
You're lying, Chris. Something is up with Christina. And there's only one person who can tell me what it is. Lucy Coe.